99.9% that they will go toward the 6. And so you know where the horse is going. If you release in the middle, it isn't nearly as safe. So I'm just going to take this away and slap my left leg like that. And that's a predator. And my shoulders, she's got light bars. Those are man-eaters, right? Horse eaters right there. There's a light bar there. My eyes are on her eyes. And that means go away. He's a predator for sure. So I go away. Watch me, I'll go away. Look how she moves. Oh, she's a gazelle. Really a nice mover. Athletic. Oh, get out. It takes about a quarter of a mile. And then you will get communication. Right now, she's just fleeing. So if I open my fingers now and show her the palm of my hand, I can speed her up like that. Now I'm going to put my hand down and close my fingers, and you'll see relaxation like that. Everything that we do with a horse has to be done bilaterally. They don't send much information across. So what the right eye sees, the left eye doesn't. And the left eye will treat it as if it's never been seen before. You can't just simply work one. Beautiful mover. But 4 gestures. Ear, dropping the head, smaller circle, and licking and chewing. And I haven't seen licking and chewing yet. What is that clucking to them? I told a student once, it works, just do it. But you're not supposed to teach like that. So I went to work, and I discovered that that's the breaking of twigs by a predator. That's what the twig sounds like. And when you hear a predator break the twigs, you get the heck out of there quickly. Like that. Chew now, so I will relax. Diaphragmatically breathe so that my buckle gets further from me. And then I've got licking and chewing.
Oh my God.
There it is.
It's amazing.
That's the 4th one. Go past it now and step in front of her and look away. And I would like her to come to me. That is to say, I would like to create an environment in which the horse wants to. Watch me step like I'm going to challenge her and then move away again. Easy now, don't hum to her. That's nice. I'm just going to challenge her a little bit and move away again. And she's reading me that I mean her no harm. Now, I'm going to put my hands all over her body. Like this. And show her that I can touch her everywhere. And not cause her any pain or harm. That I'm going to love on her and be very gentle with her. And then the thing you want to do is not lie to him. And then start whipping them. Whips just don't belong in this industry at all. Let's see what she says to this little pad here. This is a nice little pad. Sometimes they're frightened of it, but I have put my hands all over her now. And so she's trusting me. Thank you. Now this is a monster. Sad black bird. You saw how scatty she was, how flighty she was when any little thing bothered her over there. And you would think this would really bother her. And it may, eventually. But when they believe in you and you become trustworthy, it is amazing what they will allow. That's nice. So we have a saddle on in about 15 minutes. Is she an athlete? Such a beautiful. And I'll just ask her now, come off the wall and come to me again. What she's saying to you now is, you know, I went to that fellow before. And you know, he's not so bad after all. All horses are neophobic. Neophobic is that Latin term for anything new, ain't accepted. If it's new, it's going to kill you. You can count on it, and you better get the heck out of there if something new comes along. And virtually everything you see with her tonight is new. So she has to find a friend to get through this. Put this line over the saddle because I'm going to drive her with a rein on each side of her body. And this is an act very similar to what the rider will do. And everything that we do with horses is better done incrementally. To blame a horse for anything is like blaming the night for being dark. I'm going to stop at 12 and see if I can hold her there. I just like her to face away from me and relax. You'll get it. Be still as you can, because I want her to back up now and come off my hands. It's not easy in the early going for a horse to come backwards. It's not a natural direction for them to go. Come on, sweetheart. Come on, sweetheart. That's it. That's all I need on that first day. And this is one thing that I've done which has added a few minutes to my work. I try to keep it to a half an hour now, and we're going to do that. My horses take an average of 27 and a half minutes to accept their first rider. About 95% of all the horses that I started for the past 30 years has been without the mannequin rider. 2018 is the first year that I've said I'm going to put it on all of them. Why not? It's safe. Rides pretty well. They can't hurt themselves with them. They're soft. And they've been very effective tools.
Oh my God.
Easy, sweetheart.
That's hilarious.
You notice there's always a smile in the line. I don't make her stand still. I let her make a mistake if she wants. It's the best way to have a horse stand still. I just broke a couple of little twigs, and away she went. Watch these compliments like that and walk away. The greatest compliment that you can give a horse, greatest reward you can give them, is to go in and touch them where they can't see and then just relax and walk away. Because that says, I ain't no predator. Now I'm going to put Jose up there, but after he gets acquainted with her a little bit. So I want to get out of the frame, we say out of the bubble, and let her deal with Jose because he's going to get up there and be in that saddle. You can see that we use smaller individuals that don't put a lot of weight on early. And Jose has ridden up to 12, 14 horses a day for me. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that happens. We're going to get on in a troika, 3 ways. The first time is just to put the human body up there and down again. And I relax and walk away. In 3 moves, I generally am able to habituate the horse to accept a human form up on the body, up on her top of her body. This time, when I put him up there, and remember this is the first human rider up there on her back, put him up there and move her feet. That's another level of acceptance. Easy, easy, That's the second move. This time, I'm going to move her feet, and then I'll ask Jose to put his foot in the stirrup and sit in the saddle. I'll move her feet. That's nice. Foot in the stirrup. And remember that she's had the legs down her sides. And she's had the mannequin rider on top. And I'll start out incrementally by just staying here by her side, because she will relate to me, and I'll be her friend. I've got such a surprise for you guys tonight about waiting for me and being a friend. When we go to dinner, as you kind of finish your main course, I'm going to show you something that will stop you in your tracks in that regard. We'll talk about it later. Okay, let's see if we can get a walk, just a walk for their first rider. Because we're incremental, we try not to do anything but walk on the first day.
I know. She's like, oh my God.
Like that. There's the closing element. We're 15 minutes short of the full hour they give me for introduction and starting, so not much more than 30 minutes. Adding the Ardal, that's the mannequin rider, to it has consequently added about 3 or 4 minutes to my procedure, but if it can save an injury of one rider, my word, it's worth that. But look how relaxed she is now, carrying the first rider of her life. When professional horsemen see this, to the man and woman, they'll say, oh, come on. This horse has been trained for a month or two. Yeah, not true.